Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video out at the range today with heavy metal. I'm super excited because of what I got right here. Never had my hands on one of these before, and today we're gonna get it sighted in, get our first thoughts, see what we think about it. But this is Savage's 110 Predator. I'll give you a quick look at it, and then we'll talk about some of the specs real quick, and then we're going to get it sighted in. But start at the front. Threaded barrel. It is a fluted barrel. This is in 22-250. This particular one right here. It's a 24-inch barrel. It has Savage's Accu trigger, Accu stock, and the trigger is adjustable. And also Savage's what they call their Accu fit system, which gives you additional spacers, and this whole comb piece right here can come out, and there's several different sizes that came in the box with it. I left mine just as it is out of the box. I'll probably end up changing this just a little bit just to make it perfect, but I haven't tested them out yet to see what I like the best. I put a Zerotech Vengeance on top. It's a good piece of glass, but all in all, Savage's 110 Predator. I don't recall ever having a 110 that didn't grip good. Today we're going to test one type of ammo in this video when we get it sighted in, and then stay tuned, make sure you're subscribed. I'm going to do a full 22-250 bow light test video out of this right here, and we're really going to take our time and see what this particular one groups the best at 100 yards. I always love doing those videos. But before you ask me, I have it pulled up on Savage's website. What all do they make these in? I'll pop it up on the screen right here too. This is 22-250, like I said, one of my absolute favorite cartridges. People ask me all that time, what's your favorite? My normal answer is 22-250, just like this one, and 338 Win Mag. That's kind of my top two favorites, but I've taken two deer with 22-250 Remington. Savage is making this, as of right now, their website says 204 Ruger, 22-250, 223, 243, 260 Remington, 308, and also 6.5 Creedmoor. So pretty cool. It's got the camo stock, and in all those typical Predator cartridges, and even several more larger ones. You could catch some deers with it. But what else do we need to talk about? Did I leave anything out? It's got this textured grip up here. That's a grippy rubberized, and that same stuff is down here. Also has a detachable box magazine. Some people would want to know about that. Metal mag. But yeah, we're not here to talk about it. We're here to fling the boo lots out of it. Yeah, so I'm going to get it close, bore sighted here at 10 yards. You guys see me do that before if you watch the show. Then we're going to get back to 100 yards, get it sighted in at 100, do a group or two with it, and see what we think about it. Feel that trigger first. How is it set out of the box? Show y'all as I'm squeezing it. Oh, out of the box, that is lighter than I expected, which I like, especially in a Predator rig. That's light. I don't have the perfect trigger finger measurement, but I would have to say that's close to 2 pounds out of the box. It is the Savage's Accu trigger that is adjustable, but I really like that out of the box. I probably honestly won't even fool with that. But let me get it bore sighted quick, and we're going to sling some boo lots out of it. What did I bring to sight it in with? This stuff right here. Remington's 22-250 high performance. I actually took this last year on not a predator hunt, but a varmint hunt on prairie dogs. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you check that out. But I'm gonna sight it in with this Remington here today. Before I forget to tell you, this 22-250 is threaded by that typical 223 thread of that, what is it, 1/2x28. I have my 1/2x28 direct thread on my Banish 46 right now, so that's the can I'm gonna be putting on here, my Banish 46. 46 is bigger than 22, so the 22, we can send it through the 46, but I'm gonna have this on here quick. All right, so here we go. I'm at 10 yards. And the way that I always do this, it works 98% of the time. 2 dots on a paper plate at 10 yards. And I'm gonna aim at the aim dot, and I want the bow light to hit near the hit dot. So I looked through the bore and lined the dot up with adjusting the scope and all that. Now let's see how good of a job I did boresighting it here. Aiming for the top one, we'll see where this hits first. Hey, right near that hit dot, I'm not even gonna adjust it. Let's go ahead and go back to 100 yards and we should be on paper just based on that. But let's go back and see what happens. Again, I love that trigger out of the box. Woo! I am gonna put a spritz of some oil on that bolt. It's dry out of the box, just a little. There we go. Now I'll meet you back at 100. We'll see how this 22-250 likes this high performance stuff. How heavy is this? I don't even remember. Is it 55? Yeah, it's 55 grain PSP, pointed soft point. All right, back at the table. And that thing looks long with that big old long can on there, don't it? But let's see how many this magazine holds. I'm gonna guess 3. We'll find out. There's 1, 2. Oh, maybe it holds more than that. There's 3. And the magazine does hold 4. Pretty cool. And I can already tell, just sitting here before I turn the camera on, that I'm gonna want one of those higher cheek pieces, but I left them in my truck yesterday, and I had to empty my truck last night. You can thank the criminals for that. You can't leave stuff in your pickup anymore for fear it might get jacked. Well, we're not at 10 yards anymore, so let me fix the parallax. But when I get to the house, and in the future, I'm definitely gonna swap that out because I can feel I'd like that to just be a tad bit higher. All right, let me fix my parallax and we're gonna get to slinging here. Oh yeah, I like that. This reticle has a dot in the center. I really like those dot style reticles for hunting and long range stuff. My hand's still broke for anyone asking, but I'm just riding it out. Every day it gets a little bit better, but I'm gonna hold that center target and see where we hit. We ought to be at least on the paper down there. It's a good squeeze there. Now, where'd we hit? We hit the bottom left target even though I was holding for the center one, so how far down are we? 1, 2, 3.5 inches low, and looks like exactly 2 left. So let me make an adjustment here and then we'll sling another one. All right, so I didn't count the clicks on that. I just tried to hold this steady and move the reticle from the center where I held down to where we hit. So hopefully I did a half decent good job of that. We're fixing to find out. Hold that dead center target and see where we hit here. We hit exactly 1 inch high. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a group of 3 with this. Man, this thing is like 0 recoil. I've been doing some heavier recoil stuff. This is kind of fun and refreshing to get back to 22-250. Let me send 2 more and we'll have a group and adjust the scope from there. Yep, I really don't think we need to do an ammo test, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I got a good bit of this Remington stuff, so I'm happy that we just got 2 touching there. Bingo! How come y'all didn't turn me on to these 110s a long time ago? Somebody should have told me. I'm just kidding. I probably had 10,000 people tell me. All right, hold that same spot. Yep, there's 3 touching. So a lot of people might say leave it 1 inch high at 100. Y'all think I should? So this scope, it does have turrets on it, but it's an enclosed capped turret. So I'm probably not going to be using this one for doing super long range stuff with 22-250. This is just a absolute varmint slash predator rig. 24 zoomies, clear glass. Man, you just about can't ask for much more than that. Should I leave it an inch high or should I go exact? I think I'm gonna leave it an inch high. Most things I like to have dead on, but that's really because when I'm doing the dials. So y'all that always want me to leave them an inch high, I'm gonna leave this one an inch high. That being said, let's do another group with it. How hot is this barrel? It's a good, I don't know the exact contour of the barrel, but it's heavier than your normal barrel contour, but I don't know the exact contour. But that we just slung 4 out of it, and it's still cool enough to where I can put my hand on it. All right, here we go. Top left target. Let's do another group. Do my best here. A lot of people ask me all the time too, do you season your barrel or do you do a barrel break-in? My opinion, barrel break-in, that one's getting stuck there. There we go. Barrel break-in is a myth, but it depends on who you talk to. I never do barrel break-ins and I never have a problem. Just send 2 more in this group. Ooh, that was a bad squeeze on my part. That trigger is light. Still not a bad group though, even though I messed it up, at least so far. There we go. That was a little better. Yeah, let's go ahead and do another group of 3. I probably should let it cool. How many have I sent? Sent 8 downrange. We're gonna do another group of 3 here, then I'll measure those groups with the calipers. Just for eyeballing it, that first group's gonna be like a 0.3 inch group. I think that second one is still under an inch, even though I boogered up my squeeze, but we'll send 3 more. Top right target. That one I buggered it up too, didn't I? That's still gonna be a 0.8, 0.9 inch group, but how hot are we getting? We're getting pretty steamy. Getting some mirage, but I'm gonna send 3 more. Also be a test of, does this 110 Predator hate getting hot, you know? We had a horde of the coyotes coming after us. Could we still hit them after we had to fling 10 rounds or so? If anybody has a place like that with hordes of coyotes, feel free to invite me over and do some predator control for you. But bottom right target, send 3 here. So, it's pretty consistent. Looks like I got those first 3 touching, and then the next 3 closer to an inch group. But hey, let's go down there and measure those groups quick. All right, so just measured those groups with the digital calipers. Let's see how we did. So if you remember from the bore sight back there at the bench, first hit was there. What was it? 2 inches off this way and 4 or so down. Made an adjustment off of that and hit exactly an inch high. Went ahead and did a group with that, left it there. That measures to 0.35 inches. That was our first group. Second group is up here, and I left it up there, didn't touch the scope. Second group we got right here, a 0.74. Third group right here, got a 0.67. 3 of those. And then our last one is a 0.96. didn't let any of this cool. So what did we learn? Cold barrel, it really likes that Remington 55 grain PSP. Cold barrel, 3 touching. Anytime I get 3 touching, that puts a giggle on my insides. That's amazing. And then second conclusion, even though I didn't let that barrel cool at all whatsoever, it's still keeping them tight and under an inch after 4 groups there. So I'm gonna let this cool, and I'm gonna do some more testing and test some other stuff too to see how it likes it. But it's 55 grain lead nose Remingtons. Hey, pretty slick. I like it. I like it a lot. But hey, first trip to the range, Savage 110 Predator, out of the box, fantastic trigger. That's a lighter trigger than a lot of other things out there. That's that adjustable Accu trigger, but this one right out of the box surprised me at how light it is. A couple of those might have surprised me when we were doing those groups, but I wouldn't change it. I absolutely love it. I am going to add one of the taller comb inserts right here. How it works, I wish I had them here to show you, but this whole black piece comes out and there's different lengths. I think in the box it came with 4 or 5 different heights. So probably not the tallest one, but maybe the next bump off of this. But hey, I just slapped these rings and scope on this morning, came out here and boresighted it, and we got 3 touching. So can't ask for a whole lot more than that, but like I said, stay tuned. I'm gonna be doing some more testing with this, but Savage 110 Predator, hey, it gets approved. I dig it. But hey, appreciate y'all watching. If you got ideas for this or anything else, make sure to put them in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you go check out WHOTEEWHO.com, everything we got going over there. We'll see you guys on the next one. WHOTEEWHO!